Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
Has garnered prestigious accolades such as completing the Senior Executive Fellows Program at the John F. Kennedy School of Government at Harvard University. Additionally, he has been honored as a 2023 Dr. Martin R. Delaney Distinguished Fellow and Diplomat by the Center for Global Africa CGA at Delaware State University. These recognitions highlight his exceptional contributions to Ghana's political landscape and youth development, solidifying his legacy as a visionary leader and catalyst for positive change. In a recent milestone, Honorable Afriyie Ankra was appointed as the Commissioner of Peace and Security for the United Africa Royal Assembly, UARA. This esteemed position within UARA, a supporting agency of the African Union, is commitment to promoting unity, restoring Africa's identity and dignity, and advancing peace, security, economic growth, and sustainable development across the continent. In addition to his professional achievements, Honorable Afriyie Ankra is an esteemed author, public intellectual, and sought-after speaker, addressing critical topics such as economic development, youth empowerment, and other global issues. His dedication to education and mentorship is evident through initiatives like elvininspires.org, a mentorship and development program aimed at nurturing talents and guiding youth to fulfill their purpose in life. Ladies and gentlemen, with a round of applause, Honorable Afriyie Ankra.
Thank you very much, and all protocols observed, and let me also congratulate you. If you are Prince, is it Mr. Prince or, I get confused. Because the way I was brought up, you can't just be calling somebody like that. So, Mr. Mwabeng, congratulations, and I see a lot of wonderful people here. I know everybody, but I don't know everybody's name. Honorable MP, and Rex. And where is John? John has left. I said, well, you should come and sit by me, and he refused to be an association of field general secretary aspirants. Thank you. It's been a very, very wonderful evening so far. I'm told I have 7 minutes. I wanted to do a PowerPoint, but I think I'll just jump it and just share a few things with you. And particularly, I have a passion for young people. And I had a lot of experiences as I was growing up. I have never lived with my mother and father under one roof, so you are very lucky. I grew up with my grandmother, and then my mother was abroad, and I stayed with different aunties, being tossed from place to place. And then eventually I went to the UK to go and join my mother. And I was 17 and I started working, 2 jobs, and eventually through some circumstances I had to come back to Ghana. And it was as if the world was against me. I mean, those days, for you to get visa and go to London, it's not like today. Today that people go and eat a dinner in London and come back in the morning. Those days it's not easy. If you get a visa, you go to London, and at the age of 17, I'm talking about 1984, I've told you my age, don't calculate it. I'd finished my O-levels, I had left Ghana, mini Ghana and then I had to come back. 0. Come and start all over again. It was tough. The first, when you come back from abroad, those days, the first few months, everybody's excited, you have a few pounds on you. After 3, 4, 5, 6 months, when the eyes toss, that's where you will see the reality. And so I started facing the reality, all kinds of difficulties. One fine afternoon, and then my girlfriend in London also wrote to me that if I'm not coming back to London, then she's moving forward, and the joint account we had, she's going to take care of it. And then I had plans to go back immediately. Everything was not working. So one fine day, it was in the afternoon around 2 o'clock. I took about 30 tablets of Valium, and I died. So I thought I was dead, only for me to wake up at Kolibu. And the doctors came. They said, I said I took 30 tablets of Valium. They had pumped my stomach. They said, this is not possible. So I realized that even death will not accept me. So I have to now focus. So by then, my mates were now in upper six because I had left to go to the UK for almost 2 years. And so I had to do my A-levels. And if I were to start from lower six, upper six, that would be 2 more years. That means I would have lost 4 years. So I was determined to do the A-levels in 1988, anyway, anyhow. And I'm talking to you about persistence. And it's in my presentation, and eventually I'll give you a book. Persistence. So I went to Presec, because that was the school I wanted to go to. So I went and I said, I want to come and do my A-levels. They said, we've started school. And I said, yes, but I mean, you have the power to make, special commendations. They said, no, it's not possible. Then I said, okay, afternoon school. So I joined the afternoon school. And this was January of 1988. And I wanted to write the exam that time. That same year, after a few months, I realized it was getting tough. So I was doing the afternoon school. And then I was doing the cons. Those of you who did A-levels, the cons is a problem. Literature is a problem. I mean, those two alone, the things you will read, and geography. And so at the point I was doing an cons lecture in Legon, then I'll go to Ankra Academy, Ebibima Academy, to go and top up the geography, and then the general paper, come back to school. So after 4.5 months, I realized it was going to be difficult. So I said, no, I have to move to the campus. And that time, and it was as if anytime I want to do something, then new rules emerge. They were very strict. If they catch any student hiding any picture, you will be sacked. I managed and went and got somebody. That gentleman, God bless him. His name is Solomon Pasolo. He was a DC during the Kufuor time in a front place. And I said, Pasolo, I want to come and stay with you. He said, if they catch me, they will sack me. I said, they won't catch you. I will wake up early and leave before the house master comes. So I went to the patient. I wake up at dawn, bath everything before they come and do inspection. Then I'll go and read small in the morning. Then I'll go and do my cons afternoon. Then I'll come back. It was 7 months. I still not completed the syllabus. So I went to the lectures, my afternoon lectures, Mr. Kote, Mrs. Echampo. I said, I have a problem. I have to write the exam. And there's so much to cover. So I want to join the regular class. They said, how will you join the regular? You're not a regular student. I said, if you allow me, I will join. They said, are you sure? I said, yes. So long story short, I went to sew Presec uniform and joined Presec regular class. So today I'm telling you, those, and so I see a lot of the Presec guys, when they see me, they say, oh yeah. No, I was never a student. So I joined the Presec class. So I catch up. So I have the regular class, then I have the afternoon class, then I have the other classes. Now, time came for registration. This is 1918. Presec regular school out. Afternoon school tour. They said, oh, I didn't come early. It's over. They've gotten the quota. Oh, what is this? I was determined. So eventually, you know how information filters around. So I heard that Winnipeg, there was the opportunity there. So I went to Winnipeg and then registered. So those who don't know, I went to Presec as a student, studied, joined them, so uniform. But if you look on my transcript, it's Winnipeg. 1 week to the exam, then I moved to Winnipeg. And I did it in 10 months. And by the grace of God, I passed. I'm talking about persistence. Because as you get into life, you are going to meet all kinds of things. And in our part of the world, if you are not careful, they will tell you that it is a devil. I'm a Christian, I read the Bible, I preach, I've cast out devils before. There are devils, but it's not everything which is devil. Because sometimes I ask myself, are there no devils in Japan, or Malaysia, or Singapore, that they are developing and moving forward, and we are here and putting everything on the devil? So I didn't put it on the devil, I fought the devil and overcame.
Amen.
So you too, you can fight the devil and overcome.
Amen.
Through Jesus Christ. So that first aspect of my, so everything was okay. I did my national service, everything, you know. Then, of course, my father, Ashanti man, Kumasi man, so university, tech. Those days we had a notion that Legon was slow, so tech was the place to be. I wanted the place where there was action. Legon was normally a slow kakra. So tech, where a tech guy, and I just said, so where no. So I picked forms, foolishly, I picked only tech forms. So the admissions started coming. I didn't go to admission, but I was shocked. When my father, said or said, so I went. When I went to tech, my mate in secondary school was now the house master, the hall president. So I got the room and I got keys. No admission yet. And those days they keep on doing the admissions till matriculation. So every Friday they'll bring the list, updated list. So me, I was very confident that I was pushing. I told my father, you go and talk to Satan, these are your people, Then I couldn't just be there, so I started going for lectures. And I remember after the second lecture, he wanted a class rep, and I was nominated. and I refused. They didn't know why I refused. I said, no, I don't want it. They didn't know. So I was there, I was believing, that I would get admission. I would get every Friday, I would check, And I was very active on the sports field, in the Christian fellowship, everywhere. Lo and behold. Now, before then, my auntie I was staying with, the husband, a woman, was a spare parts dealer. So when I came back from the UK and things were not straight, he took me to Adabraka, showed me one shop. He said, look, I'll get you the shop, fill it for you. You can be going to Nigeria and France. He was selling Peugeot. You go and bring Peugeot parts. I said, no, I don't want it. I want to go to school. Now, here is the thing. After 6 weeks, I went and looked on the list, and my name was not there. That means that I did not get admission to tech. After all that I did, I said, God, you are a very wicked God. How am I going to go back to that same house? To my auntie's husband who offered me spare part store, and I refused. I'm sure I was very arrogant to make me go school, me go university. And I had to pack my suitcase, buckets, everything back to Legon, East Legon, home. And then I had to do my national service for the second year. Then I applied to Legon. And then I gained admission to Legon without any sweat. That's how I met my beautiful wife, had my beautiful children, became SRC president, became NUS coordinating secretary, became a deputy general secretary, became a deputy minister, became a minister of state. So you see, life will not always be straightforward. There will be challenges. There will be difficulties. There will be obstacles. There will be times when you wonder, what am I doing on this earth? But you have to be persistent. Persistent. You have to be persistent, determined, no matter what it takes. Be persistent. So, I wrote a book to share my experiences because I come across a lot of young people frustrated, confused, they don't know what to do with themselves, you know, all over. And it's not just Ghana, but Ghana's situation is worse. When you have dollar flying and something, it's a bad situation. The situation in this country is horrible, it's frightening. And we have to rescue our country. So I wrote a book. 7 steps to fulfilling your purpose and mission in life. Sharing my own experiences. And the steps are, I just ran through them. And we brought copies, so we're going to make them available to you. Where are the copies? Okay. I think we brought 100 copies, right? Step 1 is to believe in your purpose. You must believe that you are here for something. And that's what kept me going. I knew that once I didn't die, there was something I had to do, I had to achieve. Then 2, discover and develop your talents. Everybody has something. Everybody has something. Everybody, every human being has something. There is something in you. You must discover it and develop it. Then step 3, that's the most difficult for those of us in this part of the world who like quick fixes. You must pay the price. There's a price. You must pay the price. There's a price for every. I'm sure if you the story of Mr. Mwami, he will tell you how he started. You know, should I say some? The little that I know, he used to jump wall to go and chase people who were owing him. So there is a price. You know, you hear stories of people pay price. You have to sacrifice. So young people, if you want to go far, you need to dig deep. Pay the price and wear the crown. All this fast track, fast food, life is not like that though. Life is not microwave oven. Then the power of imagination and proclamation. You must learn how to use your imagination and be careful what you say. Little things that we say. So know your mouth can direct your destiny. That one is another topic for a whole day. Sometimes I just sit down in my room and I just speak to myself because things can be very tight and you have to learn how to speak to yourself. Then learn how to turn your adversities into opportunities. As I said, there will be adversities in life. And with me, every adversity that I've come across, I try to turn it into an opportunity. And recently I contested for General Secretary elections. Everybody thought, didn't you think I'll win? I knew. Then tomorrow I'm here for NBC. Campaign manager for Prof, campaign manager for Atabils, Deputy General Secretary, and I lost. It wasn't easy. So when I lost, the first week, then the voice was telling me, you are the one who has written a book. You said people should learn how to turn their lemons into lemonade. Turn it now. So I writing and talking to people is another thing. Practicing is another thing. But I went deep into myself, started putting proposals together. And by the grace of God, I have 2 international appointments. The fellowship is talking about, it covers 8 countries. I'm researching on the impact of monetization of politics in Africa. Whether we can publish or not is another matter. Because it's a topic nobody wants to discuss. But that is one of the root causes of our problems. That plus greed, dangerous combination, toxic. So you have to turn your opportunities, your adversities into opportunities. And then you need to look for mentors. So there's a man of God here. If you want to be a man of God, look for men of God. Read after them. You don't have to meet your mentors. You want to be a musician, Rex is here. Follow Rex and read after him. You want to be an MP is here. You want to be a businessman, Prince is here. That is how you study. You read them. You mentor. And don't turn your mentors into momo points. voice. I want you to be my mentor. I said, okay, the next time you see Momo, it's okay. I mean, our society is such that we need to help people who are down. But sometimes it becomes too much. Today, my sister is there, my uncle is there. The next time he forgets that the sister So mentor, look for mentorship in every area of endeavor. Look for them, read them, follow them, social media. You don't need to meet them physically. And then most importantly, I left the best for the last. Believe in God. There is a God who, me, without God, I'm nothing. There is no way that I would have gotten where I've gotten to without the help of God. I'm so clear about it. And there is a God. Look for him. Jesus is alive. He is real. Some of us, you know what? I don't know too much. The Bible, I know enough to keep me. I don't understand everything. Do you understand me? But there are things that are experiences. Yes. You have experienced, tangible. Look at me, I was going to die. And then I met Jesus. And through that, gradually, taking me one level to another. So God is real. This universe did not just come out of nothing. And nobody knows where. I'm sorry I have to say that. Last week, this is my last point. Last Saturday, when I was in the office, I didn't like police and soldier. You are a public officer, and the policeman is holding gun with uniform following. Are you under arrest? So I had an ex-soldier who was always in Mufti, who was my guy, following me everywhere. You know. Then we left office, and I mean, he's managing himself. Sometimes I support him. And he lost the father. So I sent Bishop and a few other guys with my vehicle to go and represent me. All day, I was talking to everybody, you know. And yesterday I was there when I had a call that he's at the emergency ward at Ridge. Within 3 hours, Selassie was dead. I beg, nobody knows when God will call you. So when you are here, look for him. Thank you.
I'm not PENDREAM TV. Now, so far so good. Say open online portal e Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.